Yo, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video inside of my channel. Today, as you guys know, I will begin my 10 episode series of my top 100 video games of all time. Golly, I've played hundreds of thousands of games, so it was hard to choose some, but I did eventually find some. I picked out some old ones and some ones that gave me memories of my past, or ones that were just plain good, or ones that just had remakes recently. There were a bunch of choices. I just went with what I thought was good and thought would work. So without further delay, here are some ground rules. NY games stands for not yet, meaning I've yet to play these games, but I definitely know I will, and I already love them so much. NYs, I made sure not to place too high due to me not knowing if I'll hate the game or something. So here we go, my top 100 video games of all time. Episode 1 being from 191. Let's do it. Starting us off, we have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword in the 100th spot. As I do have a Wii, I do not have the game, but I recall playing it at a friend's house and remember it being fun. If it was an NY game, then I'm still placing it on this list, although it is at last because it hits within the top 100 instead of my top 1000 or something weird like that. Skyward Sword was an adventurous game with beautiful visuals and some awesome tracks. A great representative of the Legend of Zelda games as a whole, although I'm not sure myself if I've once played it, and it doesn't hold a history with me. So yeah, it's kind of the main reasoning for it being so high up here or so low in my brain. I do not do good at scripting, and I have a sore throat right now when I'm reading this. So yeah, like I was saying, this may be an NY game. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to put a safe point and say 100. So yeah, number 100, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, when I was jotting down my favorite games, I started with 1 and went up to the 20s. By then, I was lost. By the 90s, I was both blessed and completely lost. So, I went with a quite new game with actual fun gameplay. And one of the few games my dad plays with me nowadays, ARMS, the action-packed, fast-paced, and lifetime reaction fighting game about legs. Of course it's ARMS. It's jumpy and colorful, and overall it's fun, competitive. It's a fun competitive game where humans, won the fighting. Sorry, where humans that are of the fighting world can merge with human nerds of the virtual world. Fun for everyone. The reason why it's 99 is because it's a weird side series, and though fun, it's very, very tiring. Sorry, ARMS, you just didn't click with me, and I hope if you get a sequel that you do. 99, ARMS. Now, this is one I actually remember. I was at my friend's house, winter break, 7th grade. He had just got the SNES Classic Edition, so he dragged me in and made me forcefully play Street Fighter 2 with him. And it was actually pretty fun, although I didn't know the controls and he knew every combo. It was a great way to understand what cool, radical, smooth games my dad used to play in the olden times. I also believe that because in the past I've played games like Injustice and Smash, and Street Fighter inspired most of that. It was a really fun game. Reason for Street Fighter 2 being in 98 is because, as cool as the game was, yeah, I'm sorry, it kind of bored me after a little bit, and it was hard to get the hang of such on such short notice. I'm sorry, diehard SF2 fans. So, 98 Street Fighter 2. Now you Street Fighter fans are going to get spicy. 1-2 Switch is number 97. I actually really enjoy 1-2 Switch and love its variety and creativity. It's fun and family sized, and was the first game I ever booted up on the Switch, and now is an artifact in my past. And to this day, and to this day, I'm still invincible at the Gladiator game. The cause for it being 97 is it's not a standout game I see when I think of the top 100 most amazing games Logan has ever played. But it is nonetheless an awesome party game to pull out when you're bored. 97, a 1-2 Switch. Here's one you probably didn't expect. Fallout 4. Yeah. A lot of these games I've played at my friend's house, and you know what, let me just shout them out. The Harry Gamer and WT Beast. Great friends, links are in the description. Fallout 4 is a tubular and a fantastic game with its action, customization, and beautiful graphics. It was a hardcore mix of Telltale's multiple path action choosing and GTA's style being able to adventure most anywhere, and to take your time with things, which is why I put the game on the list. But why is it 97 if it's so good? Well, I didn't own the game and thought the combat was a bit difficult coming to me, because there was such a long wait before we actually got some action. It felt awkward to me, so that's why. So that's my best excuse for needing to get good. 97 Fallout 4. Sorry, Aiden Zawani. Now this is an old one I actually did a series on, and it was fun. I loved the story. I thought it was a good way to mash a story into an already good game. It was Minecraft Story Mode. I loved the game so much I actually made a series after it, and it was good, but just 3 words though. Too many sequels. The ending to the first game was great. Then the next one came along, and that was cool, I guess, with the portals. Then they released a whole new game. Oh, with chapters stacked you needed to pay for every time we waited for them to come. It's like Fortnite. You use all your money and you don't ever look back till you quit. I did love the game, but like I just said, each game you had to use like a good $20 to buy each and every different chapter. It was kinky. Very strange decision, but diehard fans really did like it. So I guess there's that. Supply demand. Anyway, 95 Minecraft Story Mode. I only did one video on this. It was fun and I loved it though. Although I never got the hang of the controls. I always wanted to go back and try it though, but I guess I just never did. So here we go. Terraria, or Terraria, I don't know how people say it. A fantastic exploring game for the hardcorest of gamers. A rival to Minecraft with 2D monsters, expediting and building. Everywhere you sliced it was an amazing game, but what is this word that I typed? Doesn't it? But wasn't, what is this spelling? But it wasn't for me. I never clicked or saw what others did. Minecraft, I suppose, just came easier to me. I don't know. At the time, I was really into 3D games, not really 2D games. I'm not sure if that affected it or whatnot. It was just the slow 360. Anyway, yeah. 94, Terraria. Gmod! Throwing it out there. Gmod, one of my NY titles, because I've never actually tried it, because I don't think I ever got a Steam membership or whatever you need to get it. But I've always wanted to play a game where I could create or be anywhere. Create anything or be anywhere. Oh my god, this scripting, it's so bad. Oh my goodness. I do write these scripts at like 6:30 in the morning, so I guess it's weird. It blew me away, and I thought the game was flawless. And to this day, I still really want to try it. A lot of YouTubers use it, and Valve is an amazing company, with amazing people working for them. But why is it 93? Well, it's an NY title, which means that I have to rank it somewhere where I think it would in its worst state. I guess that's the most simplistic answer I can give out about Gmod. So yeah, I suppose that's my best answer to that. 93, Gmod. Guys, probably none of you will remember or know this game in general. Yeah. But Rock and Roll Adventures. Oh god, you must be saying, oh god, why though? This is a game I ranked primarily due to ties and bonds. I have many games on this list that I connected with people over, but this was mine and my brother's very first game we ever bonded over, just as brothers. I'm not saying this game had good graphics or incredible story. No. This was just a very big game to me and my brother once, and I couldn't make a top 100 list without showing it. Me and him used to have very late nights. Eventually, I think it was thrown out or something, but I think we got it back. Weird stuff happened. I was way too young to understand any of it, but yeah, really fun. Well, I can't remember if it was fun, but me and my brother had fun times playing it. So, there's that. 92, Rock and Roll Adventures.
Welcome to Wipeout, in a world that celebrates...
Immediately after, another game based on memory. I can't tell you guys how many hours me and my family wasted over Wipeout, the game. We had loved the show and adored the game because of its realism and the ragdoll physics. Oh my god, those physics. The fun it brought to us. A great party game, matching up with Wii Party and the Rayman, the Rayman and the Rabbids thing games. I like those. Those were fun. Fantastic game, I say. I do believe still a few more months of work would have fixed a lot of bugs in the game's data mines. But besides that, Wipeout was really enjoyable, and sometimes my sisters still play it to this game. I think maybe I would still play it. It's fun and challenging to even the most best of party game players. So, yeah. Well, did you enjoy? That was my first segment of my top 100 video games of all time. Next time, we'll be doing 90 through to 81, and it's going to be a blast. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be very helpful, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Bye.